Alright, so this video is to guide you how to install my custom stepper mount. So the first thing you want to gonna do is print the two files that are in the link below. After you do that, then you can unmount the stepper. After unmounting it, then you're gonna want to untangle it from down there. But before you do that, you're gonna want to take it out of that black shell. If you take it out that black shell, then you can move on to untangling it down there. And you're gonna want it, somewhat like that. Is this cable right here. Let's maximize the length. So after you're done with that, then you take out the limit switch, the filament sensor. There you go. Take out the filament sensor and this piece right here from this part, that black piece. Now the reason why is if you leave that piece and plug it inside, there's no way of actually unplugging it, so you're gonna be stuck with it like that. Also, you take out the filament sensor. I took it out because I'm running Marlin, so it doesn't work for me anyway. Okay, so where we at? So after you're done taking this piece out of there, now you're gonna wanna cut your tubing. So after you do that, you might want to cut it, leave the piece that normally goes in there, that side. So when you do that, you're gonna want to cut it at about here and keep cutting it until it's flat with that surface or somewhat. So before you install it in the mounter, you're gonna want to screw the screws in the mounter before you put it in, because the holes are like a little bit too small. So you do that first before mounting them. And then so the way you insert the filament, you're not gonna be able to just, let's say I'm done with this roll, not gonna be able to retract the filament. You will be able to retract the filament, but you can't insert it normally like that again. You're gonna have to, well, in my case, you're gonna have to uninstall the steppers and insert the filament without this piece first. Then you first insert the filament through this black piece all the way through the tubing, and of course you're gonna have your hot, and you push it in until you see filament coming out, and then you put this piece together and you put the screws on. After that, you go to your machine and you extrude it manually. Don't load the filament, because it's just gonna keep on running because it thinks your stepper is still up there. So okay, over here, so the second file is the top filament holder. So in that is gonna go where the mount used to go. So I just left the mount there and made this top spool holder. Those screws, I used like 3mm thick screws. I think they'll work. Any type of those maybe. So now you got, we talked about these screws over here. Let's talk about the bottom screws. So those screws, I took the bolts from the filament sensor and used those screws to, you know, screw it. Just screw it. So after you're done there, I guess, let's see. Yeah, more or less. It's pretty sturdy, I guess. That's how it might look. Yeah, you might want to have some zip ties as well. Guess this is kind of self-explanatory. And that's pretty much it, I guess. Links down below. Questions, I'll reply to comments and so on. Two more things. So when I made this like 2 days ago, check the height. That's something you're gonna be trading for using more filament. So at about something like that, is gonna be, you know, your height is gonna be less by that margin, more or less, and the mount goes through pretty nicely. I raised the z-axis manually to see if it would bump, but it did not, so we're good there. But yeah, we definitely are not going to be able to print that 320 meter height, so that's one thing there to note. Also, the black cover that normally goes there, just took it off to show how it looks and to install it. When I installed it, yeah, it's easier to see everything like that.